So I'm with the beautiful Grace and Mr. Mac.
Thanks for the mystery.
Oh, okay. So how hard is it to get into character, especially you two, because you two are rivals on the show?
How hard is it to get into character? Oh, I wouldn't say it's hard at all. When you have people who come to play and you have characters drawn that are so rich, all you have to do is, well, you do the homework, but then you show up and the sparks fly on their own. When people are on their game and they've filled those characters out in the way that we have, it's I'm going to call it fun.
It is, but I'll be honest with you, getting into character is not difficult. Working with this wonderful actor, but I'll be honest with you, I dread it because I love her so much, and we have to do that. Sometimes on days when we have to do that, I don't even want to come to work, man. I just dread it because I dread having to step into the life of this character who is just so brutal to her. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's weird.
You play your character so well. So when you're offset, how do you handle the negative feedback?
But see, I don't get what's crazy is I don't get it. I mean, people, stop, they get excited, they smile. I mean, thank goodness they can separate the character, you know what I mean, from the actor. And as I was mentioning in the larger room, sometimes that bugs me. Sometimes it bugs me because, as I say, this guy is out here walking around. So sometimes I feel like they don't take the character seriously enough as it perhaps relates to their own community, their own church, their own home. And certainly I don't want anybody to hit me out on the street, but I think I would maybe like folks to take him a little more seriously, because he's real. He's not a villain from Mars.
Isn't it like a theme park ride?
Yes.
So you're that strong backbone that every family needs. So once you're offset, does your family turn to you to fight for them?
Yeah, I guess so. I do have that strong engine like Grace has, but I don't know. I guess so. Yeah. Yes.
What do you love best about playing Grace?
What do I love best about her? She is unrelenting, but even in her drive to find truth, to turn over tables, to make justice happen, there is a fine line between vengeance and justice. And I think she's realizing one of my favorite things is when she has to deal with the consequences of all those things that she's turned over the tables on, the things that she's brought to light. It's not black and white. And she must turn inward as well. For an actor, that's a great gift to have a character that's not just this. She is up, down, inside out, and examining and dealing with her own issues and her own lack and problems. And I love that she never gets there.
People don't know, but as far as when you play a character, whether the character is a villain, there's always a positive and a negative side of playing that particular character. So as far as Mac is concerned, what's the positive and negative as far as your character is concerned?
The writers' room, the producers have been very generous in sort of displaying Mac's humanity toward his father. He loves Lady Mac. Maybe a little too much, but you know what I mean? He absolutely loves her. He loves his family. One of the things in the second season, because Uncle Mac is estranged from the family because he's been exposed, he's not spending time with the family. Well, GregAlan, as a result, is sort of estranged from his actor family. And I have been experiencing that loneliness because because I'm not in scenes with folks and things like that. So, you get to see Mac's humanity, but again, that's because that's what's been given us to the writers' room, and you don't often get that. Most often the bad guy is just bad, you know, but you see that he loves his family, he loves his father, and you know what? He's a Christian. He's a devout Christian. And that's part of how he justifies his sociopathic behavior, believe it or not, is via his religion.
Okay, so I'm here with the beautiful Deborah, the homie Tye, and the beautiful Kim. So I'll start off with Deborah. So the question I have for you, you come from a prestigious family, the Winans. So what's their take on Greenleaf?
He's rude. That's my take on my scene partner. You know, in everything I do, my grandparents have always said, keep God first. Whatever doors he opens, go through them and keep him first. Make sure you honor him in everything that you do. So they're all very proud, and they're all always on their knees praying, just to, keep us going. So yeah, they're proud of me. They're happy for me. My parents, Carvin and Deborah Winans, my brothers. This is all I've ever wanted to do since I was a kid. And so when this happened, they've just been overjoyed and super supportive.
Before you film a scene that when they watch it, eventually they'll give you the side-eye, do you call them and give them a heads up?
Absolutely not. I got the thumbs up from my husband, so I'm good.
So Tye, how hard is it for you to step into character?
The Kevin character carries challenges, man. But at the end of the day, I like to think of myself as an artist. So I operate specifically with him from a place of empathy. Although I may not relate to him on a personal level, I can see the struggle when it's on the page, and I can see through, most of my scenes are with her, so it makes it so easy. We discover things and we find amazing places to make our relationship real, to make Kevin so real. And the fact that he exists, and this is not like some guy twirling the mustache is just evil for the sake of being evil. The fact that he exists, and I'm able to put myself into the mindset of someone that is struggling with this, it just makes it that much more real and that much more rewarding. That I am, even though it may not be a biopic, it's somebody's biopic. Yeah.
If you could change something about you two's relationship, what would it be?
On the screen?
On the show? I think that they would really fight. I think that what was beautiful to me about last season was when he confessed to me, he hadn't cheated. And it was, I need you to know everything that's going on with me. And I think that when spouses can operate from that place of total honesty, there's room to grow. You saw the love that they had for each other, and I think ultimately those two people would fight for each other. I think it was really great to see a man who decided to take his integrity and his vows that he made to his wife before God more serious than going off and fulfilling some sort of lust that he may be having at the moment. And so I think that was beautiful to show that a man of integrity and character, a man who cared about his vows, who really loved his wife and just doesn't understand what these other feelings are and how to get through them. And so I think that they would fight.
Kim. The definition of a ride or die. So as far as you and your husband are concerned on set, how hard is it to play a character where he's cheating and you're fighting to justify it? Not justify it, but you have his back.
That definitely was a challenge for me personally because I don't think I would put up with that in real life, I mean, those are usually my deal breakers. You got a couple of deal breakers, and like abuse is one, cheating is one, lying, But like I said earlier, I had to learn how to live in the gray area. I think they have built something together. They have children. It's not so black and white. Leaving is not so easy. And in my backstory for my character, I don't think this is the first time that he's done it. So I feel like they are one of these couples that have an understanding, and part of it for her is a little more business than maybe personal. And there are people that operate like that. So I had to incorporate a little bit of that mentality and try to get to understand how someone could, operate like that.
You play your character so well, so I'm sure once you're offset and you're, say, at the grocery store, someone walks up to you, why are you defending him? How would you handle a situation like that?
My paycheck's always cash. And I don't think anybody can argue with that. So, no, but seriously. Obviously, nobody has ever said that. They just want to take a picture with me and tell me they love the show. And like I said, when I talk to my fans on Facebook or Twitter, I just explain to them that everything is not gray and white. And when you guys came into the show last season, you came in at a heightened point in my relationship with my husband's character. You didn't get all the backstory. So it's easy to judge, but you don't know the whole story, so don't be so fast to judge why Carissa's hanging tight.
And thank you so much, guys.